Good morning. It is 6:45 in the morning. I'm kind of tired today. I am sitting here crocheting. I'm working on some products. I do have a farmer's market on Saturday, so I'm working on some products. So far, I'm book and Kindle cover and tablet covers. So far, I just have to add my label tags, so that's why they're sitting here on the table. So I have red, pink, and a rainbow. These are done other than adding my product tag with our business name on it. So those are tablet or like large book covers, and then I have the smaller one, which you can see the comparison to the big one and the smaller one. Tablet and large book covers, Kindle cover, or like a small paperback book would also fit in here. I just have to put tags on. They all have the button closure, so I'm working on them. I have this other rainbow. I have to put the button. It had a tie on it, but I like the button better, so I have to add buttons to this one. I finished this one last night, so this will be the small version like this one. So I finished this last night. I have to weave in the ends, flip it the right way, and then add the button to that one. And then now with this one, I'm working on the large version. I gotta tie that. So I tie that off. But I'm working on the large version. This one is kind of in the middle. It would probably be considered a small one, but it's just a little bit bigger for the small. This was the first one that I did trying to figure out the pattern. So 12 rounds of the granny square makes the small one, and 15 rounds of the granny square makes the large one. I don't have much time before it's time for me to leave and go to work, so I will be taking this to work with me today. More than likely I can finish it up at work. Japanese knot bag, which I still have to tag, put the logo on there. And granny stitch bag that I still have to put the tag on that. So those are the ones that are new for this week's show. The last show I did was June 27th, but this is just the new things from that, that weren't at that show. Other than that, everything else I'm taking to that show. Bookmarks that I was able to get made before my kind of seized up. It's a piece of filament stuck in my 3D printer, so take the head off, figure out where it's stuck at, and pull it out. Now that I turned the machine off, once I turn it back on, it may do it because it usually automatically cleans the head out when you get ready to do a different project. I have to turn it on and see. I won't be able to turn it on and make anything before, because I work today and I work tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be more so geared to making sure everything is tagged and priced and in order. So I'm not gonna be able to make too much of anything tomorrow. So I have to still put and tag everything. So when I come home today, I'll do a little bit, and then when I come home tomorrow's gonna be a very heavy day, making sure everything is tagged, making sure all my stuff is brought up, loading the car with the tables, and making sure everything is organized in my bin. So when I do get there, it's one smooth setup. I have to be there at 8 on Saturday, and it runs from 9 to 1, but setup is at 8. And it's just like in our downtown square. So for right now, I'm gonna drink coffee, finish working on this. Yeah, that's what I'm getting ready to do. For now, I did start setting up the basement. I'm trying to get back to running all of my machines and more working from home other than having to go to work, make my items, crocheting, blogging, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Like I said, I have probably about 10-15 minutes before I have to leave out the door. So yeah, I'm gonna sit here and do this until then, and then take this to work with me. I only take care of one lady is at her house, so I usually take my yarn with me, and while we're sitting there and she's eating breakfast, or we're sitting at the table and she's watching the news or sleep, I usually crochet. So yeah, I'm gonna work on this tablet cover, and then I gotta figure out what's the next color that I'm going to do. I have brown up there that I think I want to do, but I do also have army fatigue that I think I want to do. I could probably get, it don't take me long to make these. The other day when I sat at her house, I was able to get two, the large one and the small one, both done at her house. I'm there for 9 hours, so, and that was in between care, so they don't take me long to make. So I'm gonna do this one. I don't know if I'm gonna take the army fatigue yarn with me. If not, and I finish this one, I'm just gonna start another one of this color. That way I'm making products the whole day. All right, let me get off of here, finish my coffee, and get ready to go to work. Good morning. It is Tuesday. I don't even know what today's date is, the 28th or something like that. I'm sitting here wrapping my wires. I have a order for 6 of my roses. The rose and the calyx portion of the roses are done, all 6 of them. He wanted 2 whites, 3 pinks, and 1 red. He had already bought 2 other ones from me at the last vendor, at the farmer's market that I did Saturday. And he would like to pick these up either tomorrow or Thursday. I finished all of the roses Sunday, and then yesterday when I came home, I didn't really work on this. I was working on these because I am going to do another granny square bag. So I'm going to do a blue one this time. I sold a tan one and a green one. So now I'm doing a blue one. Hopefully I can get that done before my next market. Well, way before the next market, because I really want to make 2 of them. I hope y'all can hear me. The fan is on over there. The house is quiet. It's 6:30 in the morning. Obviously, you can see I'm with my uniform on because I have to leave here at 7 to head to work. But I wanted to get these at least wrapped, the stems, because that takes the longest to wrap the stem. And then I have to find my glue sticks. I have bags and bags of glue sticks around here, and I don't know where they are. I'm thinking they may be upstairs in my basket of things that I've been working on. So I'm gonna go up there after work. Just don't have time to go up there like now to look. I looked downstairs in the basement, and either I was rushing looking or they're just not down there. I know they're somewhere fairly close because I've used them. So I got one little one in here, which should be enough to glue the 6 of these, because I only put a dab of glue on the bottom, and then a dab of glue midway up, and then when I bend the top there, I put a dab of glue and then wrap the rest of the yarn around that. So should be enough to finish the 6 because I have my next market is on the 15th. And that day it's going to be a very, very busy day for me. So I have my market on the 15th where I usually have to be there at 8 o'clock to start setting up. The market starts at 9. So then I do the market from 9 to 1. And then after that day, it's my day to host our ladies' night event. So then I rented a it's a place where you make candles. I rented out their party room. So we'll have the party room, bring our own food in, and we'll be able to make candles. Good morning. It's like 6:45. I am sitting here before I go to work, and I am working on putting together this bag. This is the third one of this bag that I've made, and when I do my events on the farmers market, they sell. Like, both of them sold. I only make one at a time. So for this next week, which my next market is the 15th, I'm pretty sure I said that earlier in the video, I am going to try to make 2 of them. The hardest part of this bag, and it's not even that hard, is the part that I'm on now. Getting it lined up and figuring out which way you want to sew the squares in order to not have so many cuts in the yarn that you got to weave in later. So the way I'm doing it now is not the way I did it last time, but I'm looking at it and I think this may be easier. I mean, the way they have it set up in the pattern is cool too, but I don't want to have so many cuts. So I just did that one, and then I'll open it and lay it back, because then I have to take this one and connect the corner. So I connect mine based off where the corner is. That's usually where I put my first stitches in the corner hook, the corner chain. So now I am doing, so this would be the third piece put together. I have about 15 minutes before it's time for me to go. So I'm probably only going to get these first 4 pieces together, because I still have to put on my shoes, just put on my shoes once my alarm goes off that it's time to leave for work. I have an alarm set because, as you see, in the mornings I do some work, and I will work right through having to leave to go to work. So I set an alarm to ring at 7 because that's the time that I leave. So I leave about, my alarm goes off at 7. I usually finish getting my stuff together. I'm usually out of here by 10 minutes after, 5 to 10 minutes after 7. So, all right, so those 2 or 3 are together. And then I am going to do, let's see, where was these ones? No, I think they were like, oh shoot, now I don't know where they were. 1, 2. No, they weren't there. So now I gotta figure out where these were. Maybe they were down here. 1, 2, 3. I think they were there. Let me check. I think they were there. Either way, this goes on to here. And before I sew the next piece, I have to, I'm pretty sure it was here. Because here doesn't look right. I gotta check. I know this 3rd piece goes here. I know these 3 were together. I do know that much. I do know that much because I was like, I can do these 3 and then figure out the next piece. So let me look at the pattern before I mess anything up real quick. And then I probably won't be back with y'all today because that's probably going to be time for me to go. So I'll be back with you guys probably after work today. When I finish this up, and I know tomorrow I'm supposed to be taking the kids to the Touch the Truck. So we'll see. I'll be back with you guys.